The 80s were known for being a visual spectacle, and that bled perfectly into their action films. The new Hollywood films of the 70s were brushed aside for more action-oriented fare that benefited from VHS and a desire for style over substance.
We have left nothing to chance.
Today, I'm going to show you the top 10 action movies of the 1980s. Before the video begins, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's begin. Number 10, Roadhouse, 1989. Few films ever dared to tell the story of a PhD-educated bouncer with the ability to rip people's throats out with one hand.
Is she? I want you to be nice.
It's likely no one else ever asked for this story to be told, but thankfully, Roadhouse was brave enough to do so. Starring Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse told the story of James Dalton, an overqualified martial arts practicing bouncer tasked with overseeing a bar in Jasper, Missouri. Number 9, First Blood, 1982. First Blood paved the way for Stallone to be the action icon of a generation.
How do we just do it the hard way? Come on! Damn, this boy's hard to get a hold of.
Despite the excessive violence of future installments, John Rambo's first outing was actually a relatively grounded study of a disillusioned veteran.
We could have killed them all.
That suffered from PTSD, who just wanted to go home. The story was based on a novel by David Morrell. Number 8, RoboCop, 1987. Paul Verhoeven is known for his big action sci-fi films like Total Recall and Starship Troopers.
Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am now authorized.
But he kicked them off with probably the best film of his career, RoboCop. This gore-filled gem is a perfect blend of the practical effects that both the action and horror genres were known for in the 80s. It was a true marriage between a B-action film and a big budget. Number 7, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Raiders of the Lost Ark was the product of Steven Spielberg and George Lucas's brilliant partnership that gave way to one of cinema's most iconic action heroes, Indiana Jones. Directed by Spielberg from a story created by Lucas, Raiders of the Lost Ark followed the whip-carrying adventurer and professor Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford. As he embarks on an expedition to find the lost Ark of the Covenant. Number 6, Commando, 1985. Before there was John Wick, there was John Matrix in the 1985 film Commando. Arnold Schwarzenegger starred in the preeminent example of the one-man army film. Schwarzenegger brought his A-game to this absolute bullet fest of a film. The story was simple enough. Matrix is a former commando on a mission to rescue his daughter from the clutches of a crazed mercenary and a South American dictator. Number 5. Predator, 1987. Shooting down countless henchmen wasn't enough for Schwarzenegger, so he had to face off against an extraterrestrial threat in Predator. The 1987 classic was directed by action movie expert John McTiernan and followed a group of commandos being hunted by the titular alien creature. Predator stood out among a sea of action movies that dominated the box office at the time. Number 4. Aliens, 1986. If Ridley Scott's Alien was a horror sci-fi film, then James Cameron's Aliens was certainly an action sci-fi.
There they go over there! Get 'em!
Everything was bigger and better in the follow-up to the 1979 film. Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, was brought back to the surface of LV-426 to prove to the Weyland-Yutani Corporation of what happened in the first film. This time, she came with a small army. Number 3. The Terminator, 1984. After dipping his toes into the horror genre with Piranha 2: The Spawning, James Cameron released his first massive action film with The Terminator. The Terminator was a perfect blend of action and horror. The sequels may have relied heavily on action sequences, but the very first entry made do with simple set pieces and atmosphere. Number 2. Lethal Weapon, 1987. When it comes to buddy cop films, Lethal Weapon remains the template. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover shined as the duo of Martin Riggs and Roger Murtaugh, two mismatched LAPD detectives on a mission to topple a gang of drug smugglers.
Sorry, pal. Say goodnight.
Future buddy cop films owed plenty to Lethal Weapon. The pairing of the young detective with nothing to lose and the grizzled veteran has been seen in countless similar films. Number 1. Die Hard, 1988. Die Hard essentially changed the approach to action films for decades to come. Rather than make a film about the one-man army with no vulnerabilities, director John McTiernan created a brand new type of action hero.
We have left nothing to chance.
The everyman who was unexpectedly thrust into action. Bruce Willis wasn't the prototypical action hero in 1988. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos, and I'll speak with you in the next one.